Hey guys, I'm Tate from Sydney, Australia, and I'm a music producer as well as a mix engineer. I work on some of my own music as well as doing paid work for clients as well. So some of the problems and issues I was having before joining the pro production system were things like not knowing how to track artists at the tracking stage extremely tight and focus on getting the best performance possible before moving on to the next stage of production, as well as things like tuning of guitars, basses and drums. Moving throughout the production stage, kind of rushing things a little bit just as a result of lack of confidence in knowing what I was doing exactly. Didn't really ever pay too much attention to tuning of the guitar, bass or drums before actually starting to lay the tracks down, and just had the idea in my head that I'd be able to fix those kind of things in the editing stage when clearly that's not always the right and the best way to go about it, as well as being able to get really tight takes so that they don't require too much editing. Every mix I was doing sounded flat, lifeless, didn't had a massive lack of energy in it, didn't pull the listener in, and it just sounded extremely basement and kind of garage quality and not professional like all the records and songs that I've always listened to. So it was definitely a bit of a confidence killer knowing that a lot of the music I was putting out there and making just wasn't up to scratch, and I just didn't know what was wrong and what I needed to fix in order to get it to that professional standard. My mixes before joining the PPS were not translating well anywhere really. I'd take it into someone's car or my own car or play it through a Bluetooth speaker or something like that. It just completely collapsed and was very disappointing and didn't really encourage me to keep going and working on it because I just didn't know how to make it translate properly. The reason I decided now to invest in a training like the pro production system was a lot of my work was very slow and staggered, and I wasn't getting much attention to my work at all. So I decided once Jordan's offer came across that I'd just take the plunge and get into it and see whether I could learn anything and help grow myself and my own skills and knowledge to the point where I could start offering more professional and competitive sounding work. I was also charging quite low rates before joining the PPS as a result of not really having too much confidence in my own work and what I was able to provide for paying clients. I learnt more in about 1 to 2 weeks during Jordan's courses than I did in 2 to 3 years of doing those college courses for audio engineering and sound production essentially. So Jordan's course was extremely beneficial in being able to learn and grow my skills, and I'd highly recommend it to anyone that's looking to grow their skills and learn more about the craft of music production. The way in which the content within Jordan's training is formatted is extremely helpful in navigating through each individual course and module. Makes things a lot easier when you're trying to go through different things, different aspects of the course, to learn different aspects of mixing, recording, editing, all that kind of stuff, as well as some of the bonus content he offers. Everything's laid out is exactly as it should be, and that I think makes a massive difference in the learning curve because everything is displayed in a manner that makes sense. The way in which Jordan explains how to use tools like EQs, compression are so beneficial and get the message across and teach you how to use them in a way that is going to help your work progress and become better through an understanding of how the tools work and how you can make the tools work for what you need them to do. All the answers you need about tools and approaches are at your fingertips within his course and training. There's been a massive audible difference in my work before and after taking the PPS. Beforehand, my work was just sounding completely dull and lifeless, lacking in impact and punch, barely any dynamic at all. And afterwards, my work has taken a huge step up to the point where having the confidence to know that the work I put out is going to be impactful, it's going to be punchy, and it's going to jump out of the speakers as much as I'd like it to, and just going with whatever my ears tell me is the right move. And that's made such a huge difference, and it can make a massive difference for you too.